The time. Okay, nah, I'm about to end this because I need to take a break. Hang on. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging though. All right, look. Keep looking back with your eyes closed. Turn around, right? And you look at look, I'm out of breath. Hope y'all at least smiling at this point. All right, cool. Focus on all the things that you have gotten through in your life. Yeah, you might have gone through a whole bunch of like rough lessons and rough things, right? Me too. I promise y'all. Half the time I'm still going through things that I probably should have learned previously, but didn't. I'm human too. Believe it or not, I'm human too. And it's like, you know, give yourself some grace, right? Give yourself some grace. But at the same time, give yourself some credit. Like, let's not focus on the things that you're currently trying to go through. Let's focus on the things that you have been through and have gotten over. Eyes still closed. Think of some things that you have gotten over that you never thought that you would get through. That you never thought you would get through, right? And remember that moment. We're going to take a second. Remember how you felt when you got through that situation. Did you even feel anything? Did you take time to really think about that situation that you got through that you never thought you would get through? Because if not, we got to talk about this, right? We got to talk about this. We got to talk about it. All right, look, we ain't going to go too into detail. If you got to open your eyes, if you can't have your eyes closed for too long, go ahead and open your eyes. Get comfortable for a second, because I know I started this whole video off with a freaking freestyle. I don't care. I was having fun. There was a big old smile on my face, but this ain't about me. All right, cool. Remember that time that you got through. Remember how you felt. And if you didn't feel anything during that time, sit with that. It's not a problem. Sit with that for a second and really feel into it. Now that if this is your first time realizing it, how was your first time realizing that you got through a problem that you never thought that you would get through? I'm curious. I don't know where I'm going to post this. I'm sure I'm going to post it somewhere, because why not? But, big but, and I will not lie, find some way to let me know how you felt in that moment, because I'm genuinely curious. Whether I post this online, like, of course it's going to be online. Of course it's going to be online, or else you wouldn't be hearing it. If I took it to a library, you wouldn't have got the memo, So, all right, cool. But for real, take a moment to figure out how you felt in that moment. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm losing focus. I'm trying to figure out where I want to hang this belt. I feel like it's got a better, maybe behind me. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to finish the story. I love this bell. Okay. Maybe it's exactly where it needs to be, or else it'd be way too distracting, even for me, apparently. I see why cats sometimes can be so annoyed by bells, but it's not a bad thing, though. It's just very present vibrationally, and I love it. Anyway, all right, cool. I hope, I'm gonna assume that either you have already taken time, or you have just been cracking up at me sitting here talking to you / talking to myself / just idly thinking about this doggone bell. And just tell myself that you can pause this at any time, right? To really sit with this emotion and this feeling, because I really want you to feel that. Okay, now I'm just going to assume that y'all have paused it, if not before, and we're just going to keep moving. Now, what I want you to do with that is I just want you to realize whatever you are going through in life right now. I mean, yeah, it might feel like it was so much worse than something that you've gone through previously. But what you're going through now is so much like, hang on, I got to be careful with what I'm about to say. Like, I know what I mean. I just got to be careful with how I say it, because I don't want to be misunderstood. Okay. The things that you are currently going through may feel even more difficult just because you are currently going through them. But being realistic with yourself, and if I'm being realistic with myself, there are probably some things that I have gone through in life previously that have felt so much worse than what I am currently going through. And if not for you, I'm just speaking for myself. There are some things that I've been through previously that have felt so much worse than what I'm currently going through. And I got through that time that I never thought that I would get through. Mm. I'm leaving y'all this message after a freaking freestyle rap, and I'm sitting here about to cry. Wow. Whew. Oh man. Because I just really hit myself with these words, and that's the craziest part about it. So everything that y'all are hearing right now is like completely genuine. This is completely authentic, right? Because what the hell? Like, if you younger than the age of um 21, let's just pretend that I said what the I don't know. I'll figure something out for that later. Right now, we just gonna pretend the name is placeholder, right? I don't think you can get flagged or in trouble for saying that word, but I could be wrong. So one of these days, I'll come up with my own creative word, and I'm gonna call it that thing. Maybe it'll come to me by the end of this recording, but I can't keep distracting myself from that, from the fact that something's hitting me right now emotionally. Um, Sorry, you guys. This is a vulnerable moment. Hope you guys don't mind. If you don't want to stick around, just feel free to fast forward. Leave a like. We'll catch you next time. Anyway, yeah, no, it really hurt me because I have really gone through something in life that I truly never thought that I would get through, and made it through that feeling. And in my mind, like, if I sit with this thing, I know for a fact that it was like the worst thing that I have gone through, because of the way it just popped into my head so naturally. Like, I wasn't even thinking about this situation. I can't remember the last time I thought about this situation. But when I said that, I reminded myself of a mother loving situation. Ain't that crazy? Anyway. Anyway, yeah, so I guess that is a little bit more powerful than I even realized in that moment. That's wild. Yeah, I don't even know how to like finish this off. Like, how long have I been recording for? At this point, it's 20 minutes. Oh, perfect. That's like long enough for, like, I don't know, a video, a podcast, a streaming service. I have no idea. Look, I'm acting all excited like I know. Okay, get back to the point. We got to finish this. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Got to finish this for squad. Squad, squad, squad. Squad. I loved Fetty Wap back in the day, and y'all squad. So we squatted up. Anyway, back a long time ago when I made YouTube videos, I was talking to my subscribers like, what is good, ill squad? Like, Illuminate squad. Like, and you know, it's crazy because I feel like that might be making a return soon. Ill squad was good. Anyway. You know, I've been talking this whole time. I've done enough work in my own personal life up until this point, to not necessarily avoid uncomfortable feelings in situations. Well, uncomfortable feelings. Situations, sometimes it's a 50-50 toss-up because, anyway, some people just, I don't think I need to spend more time than necessary around certain people. And that's truth for me, so anyway. Awkwardness plays a big role in that, is why I said that. You can use awkwardness in your favor if you learn how to overcome the fear of awkwardness. If you overcome the fear of awkwardness, nothing awkward can stand in your way. That's how it works. Facts. Anyway. But yeah, no. I'm at the point now where I've been able to like sit with so many uncomfortable things and things that really hurt, to be able to kind of just do that in the background, like not necessarily like multitasking, but kind of sort of in a way like multitasking. Like, I'm giving my subconscious mind a program to do. Like, I'm running a program in my subconscious mind, and I'm speaking this out loud right now. Like, this is what I do, but I've never put it into words before, and it sounds so weird out loud. It sounds so weird to say out loud. Like, I can just imagine people, what the heck does he mean? He lets his subconscious mind do the work. You know, scientifically, that's not accurate. It doesn't work that way. You know, I don't really care. If you're one of those people and you're thinking about leaving a comment, you can do it. Just know I'm going to subconsciously program my mind to scroll past those and not even pay you any attention. But if you want to send me free vibes of whatever you choose to send me, I'll just transmute it, make it into love, and send it off into the universe. Anyway, I'm dramatic sometimes. Y'all know this. Anyway. I keep looking down at my car. Oh my goodness, I love my car. Anyways, sorry, I'm not gonna apologize. Because why am I apologizing? You have a choice to listen to this, and I have a choice to record it. So I guess it balances out. Anyway, I really got to start wrapping up this, whatever this is gonna be. Long story short, this isn't about me. Think back to a time where you have gotten through some things in your life that you never thought you would get through, and some things that have likely been even more difficult than what you are currently going through. Remember how it felt before you got through those things, like as you were going through the situation. And if you have a moment, closing your eyes for this really helps out a lot. A lot. Having your eyes closed to like truly like go back to the time where you were going through like some of the roughest times. Now, you don't have to stay on it too long if it's still something traumatizing and you haven't sat with it long enough to heal it, but I encourage you to do that whenever you get a chance, because I have learned the hard way that is one of the few ways that you can actually get that out of your system. Because if you just keep holding it down and suppressing and ignoring everything, it's never going to get better. And I'm telling you that from experience. It's very scary and very uncomfortable to sit with yourself through certain things. But after you do, it gets better. It's like tending to a wound. It's like that's exactly what it is. It's tending to an emotional wound so that wound can start to heal and get better. But if you don't tend to it, if you fall and get a scratch and it gets infected and you don't tend to it, that's a physical wound. If you don't tend to it, it's not going to get better. You have to clean it. You have to observe it and see what needs work, right? It's the same thing emotionally. You have to tune. What word did I just use? You have to attend to that emotional wound to see what's wrong with it, to see how it needs to be healed, because you won't know how it needs to be healed until you actually sit with the problem and figure out what needs to be healed, right? Okay, so I'm not telling you what to do. Your life is, you do what you do. I did what I did. I'm feeling pretty I'm feeling pretty doggone good if I say so myself. I'm not gonna lie. I was just going through it like earlier today. I'm not gonna lie. I was going through it, y'all. But now it's like ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding. Can you hear the bell? It's like I listen to my inner self. I listen to my intuition. I follow what my intuition told me to do, and it led me to picking up my crystal microphone and recording this audio message. Because that's what this is starting out as, is an audio message. Because I'm up walking around and talking around, doing my thingy thing, doing my little dance, and I ring my little dangly thing. But I'm talking about the bell. Come on, y'all. Look, come on. Let's be what's the word? I'm thinking of the word. I'm just going to say serious because I can't think of the other word. It's on the tip of my tongue, but it's like I shouldn't say it right now. Because I probably shouldn't say it. Because if I'm going to actually start putting these things out, I really got to put the vibe out that I'm trying to attract back. And if I start saying some crazy things and people really just want to come in here and hate, if y'all going to help me build this squad up, like for real, we don't do hate here. We don't do, and when I say hate, I mean like negativity. We don't do negativity. So if someone wants to later down the line, as I continue to grow and just grow in presence and put myself out there, as we continue to build this community, don't even give any emotion or energy towards negative comments. I encourage you, actually building this from scratch, the ground floor. What I encourage you to do is, instead of responding to any negative comment and giving that your energy, I challenge you to find somebody else's comment and give them positive energy, whether you're uplifting and agreeing with something that they said, or whether you're giving some creative criticism to something that they said. Maybe you don't agree entirely with something that somebody says, but instead of giving them hate or giving them something negative, give them creative criticism That way it tells them and shows them how to improve. You know, if you feel like you have more experience or that you can help somebody, give that to them instead of interacting with the people who are just like blatantly saying just something so negative, right? Or, you know, don't do whatever you choose to do. This community, I know this community will thrive like big time, big time, big time. And I know that the people in this community are going to be some of the most like just, you know, y'all know who you are. If you resonate with my words and my voice, you already know what's good. So don't even play around. Don't play around with me. You know what's good. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I know that y'all got the points. Oh, that car sounds so beautiful in the background. Oof. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Ooh, that car sounds so beautiful. I'm extra, y'all. Y'all know this. Anyway, just the anyway. I gotta make an anyway sticker because I feel like, especially when I start stepping into my like dramatic. Oh, that car sound beautiful too. Is this video ever gonna end? This might be a whole podcast. How long are y'all willing to listen to me just talk to myself? Honestly, because that's all this is. If y'all want to hear me talk to myself, y'all like, you know, dude. You know, I know this like might sound weird. Trust me, I do not mean this in a weird way at all, right? Not at all. But I mean it when I say I would listen to you talk to yourself in the shower, dude. Like you just talk to yourself whenever, as much as you want, and I'll listen and I'll be like, bro, all right, I just won't hit this end the audio button for another few minutes because maybe, like I said, you have an option. I know sometimes I like options when it comes to these cars keep distracting me. Oh my goodness. I have got to put an exhaust. I've got to put an exhaust on my car. There's no excuse. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna follow the law, of course, because emissions are important, you know, to control and contain. But doggone it, sometimes you really just got to go around the streets playing a classical music, you know, play that classical shit, right? To be honest, of course, follow the law. But play that classical shit a little bit louder, you know, just turn it down when necessary and turn up when you can vibe out, you know. Anyway, y'all probably know this by now, but I'm gonna introduce myself. Hi, my name is Lumen. Alluring Illuminates. Get it? Sorry, I'm not gonna be lame. I promise. Yeah, my name's Lumen, and sometimes I'm kind of dramatic. Sometimes I do a little bit of extra, but you know, it just runs in the genes. Typically, if I'm wearing Wranglers, anyway. It's all a joke. I didn't mean that last time. I don't really wear Wranglers. I'm more of a sweatpants kind of guy. Anyway, that's completely besides the point. And just some fun facts about me. I guess you can say that I'm kind of a nature lover. I love nature. I love crystals a lot, like gemstones and crystals. I love them. I also make crystal jewelry, and it's one of my absolute favorite things to do. I feel like I am working towards putting it out so that other people can support me if they choose to. Because it's something I really, really love to do, and they look really good. I'm biased, but, you know, I don't care. I'm definitely biased. I love my work. I take my work seriously, if you know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, no, I'm going to cut that out right now. I love gemstones. I have so many, y'all. Like, I could literally just, like, maybe I do need to make an entire video of just, like, showing you all. I don't know. Maybe I'll sit with that a little bit afterwards. Because honestly, I'm going to be creating so much just video, like, footage over the next, like, I don't know, week or so. Because I need to just do something. I got to do something to put myself out there, y'all. Because if I don't put myself out there, how y'all going to know me? You won't know me if I don't put myself out there. So I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Anyway, there's nothing to it. Just gotta do it. Um. Anyway, yeah, maybe I will record a video of some of the things that I've created, and y'all can follow me on IG at. Are you ready? You got your pen and paper or your MacBooks, laptops, HPs, Dells? Anything ready to jot this note down? No? Okay. You got it by memory? At this point, you probably already have Instagram pulled up. Anyway, you can follow me at Alluring Illuminance on Instagram. That is at ALLURINGILLUMINANCE. Oh, that was so beautiful. Oh, that was the first time I have ever just like spelled it out back to back like that, like no space. And that was poetic. I'm gonna try that again. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can do that again. That is at ALLURINGILLUMINANCE. Ooh, oh, that hit. Y'all want to hear it again? Why do I sound like a robot? Like, okay, hang on. Let's see if I can do it again and put like some soul into it. Hang on. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, y'all, but if I do, y'all gonna get this live. You realize that, right? Okay, here we go. That is no. Ooh, I like it though. Hang on, we're gonna go with it. That is at ALLURINGILLUMINANCE. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, I like that. I don't know if y'all remember them little jingles back when you was younger. I don't know how old or young you are listening to this, but like back in my day, yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with that. Back in my day, we used to have jingles on TV. There was one of them I would like always look up at the TV for, like every single mother loving time. There was not a single time where this commercial caught me lacking, right? I could be in the back of that house, and as soon as I heard this doggone mother loving jingle on the television, I would stop whatever I was doing and I would look up at that mother loving TV. What jingle is it? I don't know. I'm having a difficult time remembering. It's been so long, y'all. They don't do jingles no more. And all the ones they do are just so lame. Like somebody grew up and took something to corporate and was like, I think this jingle has potential. I think this has potential. And then it doesn't. And it's like, it's not memorable and it doesn't get attention. But maybe that's a good thing, because maybe if companies were, man, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. If companies were actually making good jingles, I'm gonna make a good jingle for Alluring Illuminance. Trust and believe that. I already got one that I wrote down a long, long time ago. Y'all want to hear it? Y'all want to hear it? But I'll tell it to y'all. Don't tell nobody else. I'm just playing. You could tell somebody else if you want. What's that bright light just shining in the distance? It looks like opportunity. I just can't miss it. Alluring Illuminance. Y'all want to hear it again? Yeah, I came up with this like years ago. I just never used it. Hang on, I'm gonna hit y'all with it again. Advertisement time. What's that bright light just shining in the distance? It looks like opportunity. I just can't miss it. Alluring Illuminance. That's it. That's the one. All my commercials that I make from this point going forward, when I advertise my own things on Squad, that's on y'all, and you know I'm not gonna put none on y'all. Ooh, that's a big responsibility. If I say that's on Squad that I'm gonna do something, that mean I gotta do it. And I don't say that lightly. Because if somebody else tell me to do something, I'm not gonna put it on Squad. I ain't gonna put it on nothing. Because if I don't want to do something that somebody else tell me or ask me to do, I ain't gonna do it. But if I say I'm gonna do something and I put it on Squad, that's deep, y'all. That's deep, y'all. That's so deep, y'all. Get your mind out the gutter. That's deep, y'all. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. From this moment going forward, every single advertisement that I make for myself, That's gonna be the jingle. What's that bright light just shining in the distance? It looks like opportunity, I just can't miss it. Alluring illuminance. This is gonna be the first episode. I don't even care. I done made a couple other freestyle videos, so I didn't think this one was gonna be any different at all. I didn't think this was gonna be different at all because I've made a couple other freestyle audio recordings and I just haven't put them out nowhere, and I've had no intention on putting them out anywhere. If this right here does good wherever I choose to put it out, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna do something with it. Hang on, we're gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with it. If this video does well and whoever's listening to this right now like makes it through however long, honestly, you can stay as long as you want. Like if you got something to do, if you got like something that you feel like honestly, I feel like that was about to sound bad, but I mean it though. If you got something you need to do, then do it. Like, don't let me stop you. You can pause this at any time and you can leave and you can come back if you choose. If you like what I'm talking about and the way I'm talking about it, like, you can come back at any point you want. You know that, right? We will welcome you. We will welcome you back. We will. We'll do it, right? So if you got something you need to do, go do it. Cause ain't no telling. There is no telling how long I'm gonna be standing here talking to myself. I don't know. I can end it right now, or I can end it when I feel like not talking anymore. We gonna find out together, y'all. We're all in this together till I end it, and then y'all wait till the next one. Yeah, y'all would have to wait until the next one. Anyway, okay, I completely forgot where I was. Oh yeah, I think before I got distracted, I love this bell, y'all. Before I got distracted, I love this bell. I love it so much. Anyway, I think I was talking about the jingle, but I'm talking about like way before that. Long story short, I need to start posting my jewelry that I create. I plan on having 3 tiers of that jewelry. I'm going to have my first tier, which is still freaking top tier. Like, first tier is top tier, right? First tier is top tier because my jewelry, let me tell you something about my jewelry. Let me tell you something about me. Let me start there. I'm going to tell you something about me because you need to know this. You need to know this, right? I'm a very, very, very aesthetic person. And I mean very to the utmost mother-loving degree, right? I am a very aesthetic person. That goes for anything. Like, I love seeing self-expression. I love seeing self-expression. Now, I might not have many clothes and outfits, but I have learned over the year that when I take myself out, I want to make myself like look good. I want to like match, I got to present myself. I have to express myself. I don't want to copy anyone, and I don't want anybody to copy me. I mean, if y'all want to copy me, I don't know how y'all would, because I don't know if I don't know if I want to just make these like podcast style, because like right now it's so much easier for me to like not talk while looking at a camera. It is so much easier, and I think I want to leave it that way because I don't feel like I need to stress about making a video. If I can just sit here and talk and feel comfortable and just step in the flow doing it. So I think I'm gonna go with this. This is my path. This is what I'm doing, and that's on Squad. You hear me? Anyway, I'm a very aesthetic person, and that also comes with the jewelry that I create. The jewelry that I create, I take my time. I pay attention. I am truly passionate about what I do. So everything that I do when it comes to making jewelry, if I wouldn't wear it myself, I start over. And it's as simple as that. The stones that I wrap might not seem too big. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you why it doesn't matter. Because when I pick a piece of jewelry, when I pick a stone to wrap, I have a very aesthetic eye. Everything that I wrap, I do it a certain way. I don't pick up just any gemstone. I don't overpay for any, honestly, I do overpay sometimes. Because, they're worth it. And I see that. Like, everything, the store-bought gems and everything, The store-bought gems that are like, super elegant and flawless and so wonderful. They're not bad. And I'm not here to talk down on that at all. I am here to like tell my personal philosophy. Like I like the raw nature. Like, I mean, yeah, I like tumbled rocks too, but like when I say the natural raw, like I don't like trying to make something look flawless because nothing here in this lifetime is flawless. And I feel like when people feel like we are meant to be flawless, that's how we beat ourselves up so much. Nothing is flawless. We all make mistakes. We all do our best to learn from those mistakes. Why do we expect nature to be perfect? I mean, nature to me personally is the most closest to perfect in this life. And I say that because nature is like so perfectly imperfect. Like everything just makes sense. But some of the things, it's just like, it's still kind of cruel. Like how animals have to eat other animals in order to survive. But you don't think about that like when you see a freaking like vulture flying in the sky. You might think, oh, there's a dead animal somewhere over here. Vultures are nature or Mother Nature's like cleanup crew, Cleanup crews are so important. Mother Nature said, oh yeah, we can't forget that in the animal kingdom. Because humans doggone sure ain't gonna pick up after the animals, the dead animals on the road. So we gotta make sure we send somebody that way, send something that way to clean it up. Bet y'all ain't think about that. Next time y'all see a vulture, y'all say thank you. Say thank you, sir or ma'am. Thank you, vulture. Just say thank you, vulture. Because don't be out here misgendering the vultures, right? Just thank the vulture for being what the vulture is and taking care of the dead animals on the side of the road. Did you all know? I could be wrong when I say this, but I think it's some animal. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a vulture. But they said that their stomach acid or something is like, the way that their stomachs are built is like so acidic. Like it like dissolves bones, y'all. Like it dissolves bones. Like imagine being able to like accidentally eat the chicken and like the bone itself and being like, "Ah, I ain't even gonna worry about it." And your stomach just dissolves the bone. Isn't that insane? Okay, back to my jewelry. All right, cool. So every single time I pick up, okay, no, we were talking about the flawlessness. Oh yeah, so I gotta slow down. I really should take a drink of water. That's what I really need to do. Y'all hear me talking all fast. It's because I get passionate about this thing. Like y'all hear me say how much I love it and enjoy it. I'm passionate, right? Very passionate about what I do. And if you hear me talking fast, it's because I'm passionate about something and I want to get out all my ideas and feelings as quick as possible. And I know I need to learn to slow down, but doggone it, sometimes I can't help it. Like I just speed up. Yeah, that's so refreshing. That's exactly what I needed. That is exactly what I needed. Learn to listen to your bodies, y'all. Your lives will be so much just internally peaceful. Okay. So, what I was saying about my jewelry. Nothing in life is flawless. And I'm not saying it's wrong to go, support whatever businesses and, people who take time to learn and craft and create all these fine, intricate pieces of jewelry, with all this technology and all this, just fancy gizmos and gadgets and stuff. There's nothing wrong with fancy gizmos and gadgets. But like for me, for instance, when I create jewelry, like my whole heart, mind, and soul goes into every piece that I create. Everything that I wrap, I'm not just doing it for a job. Like I have so many crystals, y'all, that I have wrapped and created, like right now, that I haven't even posted online. Like I know that they're for other people. I know that my goal and my plan is to like sell them. But I have not posted any of them. And I have so many. That's how I can tell you right now that I do this because I genuinely love it. It's not because I'm trying to make a quick buck. I love it. I don't even, it goes like way deeper. I love gemstones and crystals so much. I was like, I want to keep this on me all the time, like in a fashionable way. I'm going to make a necklace. And I went from there. Maybe I'll get into like my love of crystals after this. I feel like that could be another topic after this, honestly. Maybe I'll do that as I show off my. I'll talk like maybe like make this video as I'm showing off my crystal jewelry and like slow panoramic shots or something. I don't know. Maybe that way all of the jewelry that I create will be featured over time through these videos. That doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. I might not. I don't know about putting that on Squad, but that don't sound like a bad idea. Actually, I should probably make a note of that so I don't forget. Let me make 2 notes actually, because I am definitely the kind of person to forget if I don't do this. I have never done this in my life, y'all, but okay, hang on. Advertisement. Advertisement and what else? Crystal videos. Over audio. I might try to be like super mysterious, y'all. Like I might go buy myself like a pair of gloves, so y'all don't even know. Like y'all won't have no idea what I look like. I'm gonna look like a. I don't know. I don't know what color gloves I'm gonna get. I don't even know if I want gloves. Y'all might just have to see my hands or something. Nah, if y'all see my hands, I don't know. Some of y'all are weird. Y'all be going around looking at folks' hands like, your bunion's looking like that. I'm playing. Like, y'all be looking at like, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'm not necessarily trying to be like completely anonymous, but at the same time, like sometimes like I love people, but like mainly from a distance, unless like people know how to like respect boundaries and like not overwhelm people. Like if you ain't learned that lesson, I'm not likely to like tell you to like leave me alone. But that conversation will be significantly shorter as opposed to someone who knows how to like, not try to overdo it or overwhelm me in a conversation and just be respectful and keep it going. Like I'm more likely to truly notice and remember a conversation if it's short and meaningful, as opposed to if it's long and like just goes on for too long. So if y'all ever do find me, right, and y'all see me out in the wild just doing my daily activities, don't come up to me and try to just like do all kinds of craziness. Please and thank you. I'm asking nicely because like at the end of the day, I really just want to put out my passion, put out my art, put out my creations and leave a message behind. Like that's all I want to do. I want to get old, y'all, and I want to have a family with kids, and I just want to be and die in peace once my journey is over. And I don't want nobody coming up to me messing with me all throughout the time and just like not being respectful about it is all I'm saying. So do keep that in mind if you do happen to find me and not be no creep. Anyway, going back to the crystal jewelry yet again. Nothing in life is flawless. And so the pieces that I choose are like typically tumbled or like completely raw crystals, like straight out of the ground raw, or either they have been tumbled and have taken on some form or different shape, right? And it's like each one that I choose to be wrapped, I choose for a different reason each time, because I mean, obviously all of them look different, but like I choose according to like, oh my goodness, yeah, this would look nice in typically a necklace. I make a lot of necklaces and pendants. But I also make other accessories. Like I've made myself a lot more than I've actually like made for, oh, that kind of hurts to say out loud, but I mean, it's true. I've made more like side accessories for myself than I have for like other people. But I mean, I haven't sold any of my stuff. So, I mean, I still got time to make keychains and all the other little like small like car protection charms and stuff that I make. I say charms, y'all. It's really just a crystal that I'm like, yo, I'm going to put some good vibes and healing Reiki energy into this rock. And my intention that I am setting is that whenever this rock is in my car is protected in a way that I have visualized in my head. And some people would be like, oh, so you're basically pretending. Bro, honestly, if that's what you want to call it, go for it. I don't care. intention setting is extremely powerful. And if you were to truly learn about what it is and like maybe try to, you know, learn yourself what an intention is and how every thought in the world every creation in the world once began as a thought. Like, how do you think people created and built half the stuff that they do? They were like, oh, I wonder how we can make this job so much easier on ourselves. Like, why the heck do I want to sit here and use a shovel? Let's get a big shovel. And then they make a freaking like, okay, yeah, how about this shovel? And they're like, how the heck do you expect me to lift that on a daily basis and not get tired? Okay, so we need something heavy enough to build, like to hold this huge, big dirt shovel. And it's like, it started out as an idea. It was an intention to make something that worked better than a shovel. And it progressed from there. And it's like, everything starts as an intention. So just because you can't see certain things, like you can't see the wind, but you can feel it. You can't see the wind unless it's snowing or raining. Then you can, especially snowing, then you can see the wind. Otherwise, you cannot see the wind. But you can feel when the wind blows. So the wind is there. Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to get into all that right now. Eventually, for sure. For sure. Right now, I can hold off. Let this audience build a little bit stronger. And then put my messages out there for real. For real. Anyway, for now, just know that I love crystals. I have a very, very, very particular eye for pieces that look good, because every piece that I look at, I ask myself, is this something that I would wear as a necklace? Is this something that I would wear as whatever else I make, or like have it on a keychain? And if my answer is yes, then I do it. And I set it to the side and I choose like which ones I'm going to make for myself and which ones I'm going to make for others. Now, eventually I might sell some of the ones that I've made for myself. Like I might redo them or rewrap them. But I will probably sell them for higher prices because I have worked with them myself for longer periods of time. Like for instance, one that I've worked with for like maybe like a week or so, I might sell it for like a certain amount, and then like 2 weeks another amount, or 3 weeks another amount, going higher and higher, of course, because there are some crystals I'm not gonna let go of, y'all. Like even in death, I know I can't take it with me, but I'm like making arrangements to. I shouldn't be telling y'all all this, so I'm not, because some of y'all gonna be weird. So I'm not even gonna finish that thought. Y'all mind your business, respectfully, of course. Anyway, oh my goodness. Anyway, coyote energy, I see. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the crystals that I choose out, I have a keen and particular and picky eye when it comes to crystals. So anything that I wrap, you can rest assured that it's like, it's being intentionally crafted, for sure. Most of the ones that I will sell, I plan to do Reiki on them. I am a Reiki practitioner. Sooner than later, I will be doing distance Reiki for clients. So if you're interested in that, let me know. What is Reiki, you might ask? I'm kind of bouncing all around, but shoot, it's been almost over an hour. Either I'm going to cut this, or this is just going to be an insanely long podcast. I might not cut this at all. I'm getting ideas. If I want to post this online, like the TikTok or something, like, do you know how many 5 minutes can be used in an hour? That's insane. Social media. Post. Cool. Oh yeah, Reiki. So I'm gonna let y'all know now. The first, let's see, how many did I say? What's the number that I like? I like the number 33, but I feel like some of y'all might be weird. Like, oh my goodness, he's part of the hidden Illuminati. No. Yes, my name is Illuminance, but no, I do not work for the shadow whatever. I work for the light. You know, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't work for nobody. I work for Source. I work for God. I work for the universe, man. That's who I work for. That is my employer, right? Anybody else, I don't work for them personally. That's just me. Don't y'all dare take my energy. Like y'all do what you do. I work for Source. And if Source tells me to work for someone else because I got to learn some lessons in life, that's what I'm going to do. So I might have 2 employers at a time, you know? Sometimes maybe more than 2. You get the point. All right? Cool. Now that we're on the same page. I lost my place. Okay, what was I saying? Y'all gonna be like, ugh. Can't you just rewind the video and see where you left off? Actually, I might be able to. Let me see. Can I actually do that? 1 second. I'm going to try to pause this and rewind it. Y'all, that actually worked out. That is freaking insane. I rewinded to find where I left off. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Okay, so, cool. I'm going to say the first... No, you know what? It's not going to be the first 33 people. The first 39 people to follow this account. I say this account. I don't know. This is going to either go on TikTok or YouTube. Maybe both. The first few people. The first 39 people to like, comment, and either follow/subscribe to this, right? Follow my Instagram. Okay, here's the rules. Okay, I gotta walk because or else I'm gonna not be in flow. Okay, so the first 39 people to like, comment, and follow wherever you see this post, and share it. Share it to somebody you think might get a good laugh / might be interested in joining the Ill Squad. I can't say Ill Squad because that makes it sound like... Yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I will say Ill Squad, but it's not like a sick kind of like Ill Squad. Like, you know, when we, you know, in English, we got that slang terminology, right? Like when we say that's S word, that means that's quite poopy. But if we go, that's the S, you mean, you know, that mean like, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what's up for real, right? So here it goes. Yes, I'm gonna say Ill Squad still, but Ill Squad is not gonna be sick as in like this is so bad. Ill Squad is gonna be like, man, you know, this squad's sick. Like, you know, you gotta hear that. You gotta hear it in the voices. This squad is sick. You know, this squad is what's up, kind of vibe. So yeah. Anyway, going back to the 39 people. Like, follow if you want to this account. No, not even if you want to. If you want to be a part of Ill Squad, follow along. So if this is on YouTube, y'all get the point. Y'all are smart. Why am I steady trying to make this perfect? Okay, y'all get it. Like, comment, and follow/subscribe, and share the video. And then follow my IG and send me a screenshot of who you shared it to. Yeah, do that. DM me and screenshot me who you shared it to. And the first 39 people to do that will get a discount of 100% off for my first few distance Reiki sessions. Now, distance Reiki, I'm going to go ahead and pivot into this because I've already gotten off of my crystal jewelry topic. Distance Reiki is Reiki in general. Had to wind it back because I started explaining too quickly. Okay. Reiki in general. Hang on a second. Okay. Reiki in general. I had to pause my recording to make sure something was okay. Make sure my recording was okay, actually. Because I've never paused it before and then kept going. And it's been over an hour, so I just had to make sure that everything was going smooth, going okay. Reiki is a holistic energy practice that uses healing energy, like healing universal energy. Okay, so Reiki is a Japanese word. Rei means universal, and then Ki means life force energy, right? And basically, I am not like, I mean, I am a healer, but I don't do the healing myself. God, source, the universe channels that healing energy through me because, God, source, energy, universe is like everywhere. It's everywhere and it makes up everything because everything is just source slash energy slash universe, and that's my beliefs and my opinions, but that's how I truly feel, so that's how I'm gonna truly speak. Anyway, I act as a channel to, like, if you think about a water hose, if you need to get water from way over there to way over here, you're gonna hook up a water hose, and as the water's being channeled through the hose gives the water direction and outflows the water. Same with like electricity, whenever you're working with electricity, this is not going to sound as perfect. There's only one point that I'm trying to make here. When you're working with electricity, it has to have a general direction to go and travel. Like, I'm assuming, I don't know much about electricity, but I'm assuming when you like choose the location of like a wall port, like for charging cables and stuff, you have to like do a lot of wire work behind the walls and everything. You have to give that electricity direction on on a place where it's supposed to exit or go or flow. And even when that happens, you've got like the positive terminals and like the negative or the ground. And when I do energy work, doing that Reiki, it's another form of like acting as a channel slash conduit for that healing energy. And I have to ground myself in order to send that energy somewhere to go. Right? So, what is Reiki? I told you what it is like energetically, but also Reiki helps to balance out the mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical planes of existence. I say planes of existence. It helps to balance you out mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Physically, it's known to help speed up recovery times after surgery. Emotionally, we talked about it a little bit earlier in some of these videos slash this video, that, what do we talk about? Oh yeah, the emotional things that happen to you, if you don't sit with them and face them, can start to build up and pile up and become a lot, and you have to tend to those things and take care of those things so that they can heal. Well, if you don't know where to start, or if you've been having trouble getting through it, Reiki can kind of help to balance that out too, and kind of help bring it like to the surface. Okay, think about balancing out as like, it brings it to the surface of the water. Like whatever sank beneath the water, Reiki helps to bring it up to the surface of the water, and then it's up to you to take it out of the water. So it does this like balancing act where like the middle balance point is like the surface of the water. It rises, it gets to the surface, then you choose how you want to deal with it. Reiki can assist like with that process. So if you don't know how to deal with it, don't know how to get through it, it can help you emotionally. Spiritually, don't know how you feel about the energy centers and the chakras and everything within the body. Me personally, I believe in them. Just because I cannot see them does not mean that I personally don't believe them and believe in them or believe that they are there. I feel like different cultures from across different continents have had very similar teachings, or not necessarily teachings, but I mean maybe teachings that explain, even if they call them different things, they call the same ideas and things and concepts different names. It's like, so whether it's chakras or you want to call them something else, it's still there. In my personal opinion, you don't have to agree. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway, it helps to balance you out there too. So, like for instance, also dealing with emotional thing, like if you're going through a heart chakra or a heart related thing where like, you're going through like a heartbreak and, you feel like you've been through like the biggest heartbreak of your life and you're really, really hurting and all this, gonna kind of help to balance that out and help you just get through that energetically. And like I said, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally, just all of it can help to relax you and de-stress you and everything. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm a Reiki level 2 practitioner and have been doing it now for like past 3 years. God, dog, it's been a long time. Sheesh. And that is also something that I am passionate about doing. Whether I do it to myself or do it for others or whatever the case, that's another thing that I'm passionate about. But yeah, first 39 people to do those things get a discount. And yeah, I'm probably about to end this soon. I'm starting to get tired of talking right now. I have literally been nonstop talking for like the last hour. But I'm so glad that I recorded all this because it's like now I can put it out. Now I can put it out like instead of me just talking to myself the whole time. Now I have like things that I can like share, teach, and help others to like learn and everything. But yeah, okay. So this time in the video. Don't forget, you are incredible. You are so much more than you might feel like you are in this moment. No matter how high or low you feel about yourself or life right now, you are so much greater than that. And I know that times get hard. I know that things get rough. I know that sometimes it gets difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I want you to remember, on top of the fact that you are absolutely incredible and you can do anything that you put your mind to, there's one more thing that I want you to remember. What's that bright light just shining in the distance? It looks like opportunity, I just can't miss it. Alluring illuminance. I had to catch y'all off guard, but no. For real though, y'all are just so amazing, and I know sometimes we forget that, and so I just wanted to remind you. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day / night / whenever you're listening to this, and I will talk to you later. Until the next time, I guess. Goodbye. I'm ending this at 1:11. That is absolutely insane, but I love it. Might not mean nothing to you, but numbers mean a lot to me. So, bye.